Before we get started with this video, anyone looking to make Hijrah with a remote income, check out Muslim Setify and learn how to become an appointment setter and earn an income that can put you amongst the top earners in the Muslim world. The link is in the description. Do you hear that? This is the sound of a normal day in December. No chaos, no pressure, no jingle bells playing on a loop in every coffee shop. Now, don't get me wrong. You will find jingle bells and an occasional Christmas tree and some decoration. Right now, if you're watching this from a Western country, you are now in something that I like to call the psychological siege. You are told that it's the most wonderful time of the year. And especially for Muslims, it can't be the most wonderful time of the year, because the most wonderful time of the year for us should be the two Eids. So let's take a look at what's happening on the streets of London, New York, and Toronto during this time of the year. While you're trying to shield your children's eyes from the constant barrage of ads and shield their hearts from the envy of not being able to celebrate, the society around you is participating in a month-long ritual of debt, drunkenness, and unfortunately, delusion. In this video, I want to show you the difference between the holidays in the West and life here in the Muslim world. So let's talk about New Year's Eve for a minute. In the Muslim world, do you know what most of us do on December 31st? We pray Salat al-Isha, wake up for Fajr, the sun rises on a new day, and that's it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people who celebrate the new year, but the vast majority of Muslims during this time, for them, it's just another day. Unfortunately, in the West, because these holidays are mainstream, our children are subjected to these things whether we like it or not. And in some cases, our children can become envious of what they call the Christmas spirit and the New Year spirit. According to the data, New Year's especially turns into a night of mass intoxication. Alcohol-impaired driving fatalities spike sharply around the New Year's celebrations, with over 30% of traffic deaths happening around New Year's Day. Most of this involving drunk drivers, and this is far above the yearly average. And in the UK, NHS reports show A&E visits for alcohol-related injuries jump up to 50% on New Year's Eve, and that's compared to typical nights. Domestic violence calls surge too. As Muslims in these environments, we just lock our doors, shield our children, and basically hide from the celebrations. Is that freedom or house arrest? Wait, we didn't even mention Christmas. Now, I know many of us have fond memories of the winter season, but we have to look at the engine underneath the hood. Christmas in the West is not really a religious holiday. It's actually the Super Bowl of capitalism. The system really enslaves you financially. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's latest report, total U.S. household debt has reached over $17 trillion by late 2024, with credit card delinquencies reaching up to 9%. And this is the highest in over a decade. So why is it rising like this? Holiday spending plays a big role as Americans rack up over $1,000+ in seasonal debt per household. The malls become like masajid, shopping becomes the ritual, and debt becomes the sacrifice. On this side of the world, December is just another month. No Q4 pressure that ends up bankrupting your family. You spend on your needs, charity, real assets, no billion-dollar ads guilting you into debt over a PlayStation. Actually, moving to the Muslim world seems like an instant pay raise because you escape the tax of just trying to keep up. But the money isn't the real cost. The real cost is here. I hear this from parents all the time. Brother Omar, we celebrate the Eid and we make it big. And of course, that's beautiful. But let's be honest. If you're living in the West, you're basically celebrating within a big old bubble. And in some cases, a small bubble. You dress up, you go to prayer, alhamdulillah, and then what? You step outside and the world is indifferent to you. Right now, during this time, you're probably off work. You're probably on vacation. During this time in the Muslim world, it's business as usual. People are working and people are going about their life as normal. In the West, during the Eid time, for them, it's business as usual. For you, it's a celebration within your bubble. During the Eid time in the Muslim world, people are off from work. You can hear in the air the sounds of the takbirat, the people getting dressed and walking to the Eid prayers. It's the complete opposite. During our holidays in the West, many times, the Amazon driver doesn't care. The grocery store clerk doesn't know. You are basically celebrating in spite of your environment, not with it. Now contrast that with Christmas in the West. You can't escape it. It's in the air. It's in the grocery store music. It's in the school curriculum. It's on every street lamp. Your children end up absorbing this message every day. Unfortunately, this is what normal looks like. And us, we become the other. This creates a fracture in a child's identity. They can possibly start to feel that their religion is the boring one, the quiet one, the one that nobody cares about. Why do you want your children to fight this psychological war every time December comes around? So I want you to imagine a different December. I want to tell you a story. Our family used to live in a duplex apartment. So one day, for some reason, we decided to enter the apartment from the second floor. I had one of my sons with me. When we went to the second floor, on the wall, there was a picture of Santa Claus. It was like a cutout cartoon of Santa Claus. So my son, who was about 12 years old at the time, he asked me, he said, "Who is that?" And in my mind, growing up in the West, it's obvious that this is Santa Claus. But for him, it was the first time that he became aware of who Santa Claus was. Honestly, if there wasn't the occasional Christmas tree or the occasional jingle bells somewhere, these holidays in the Muslim world would just come and go. Alhamdulillah, here we don't have post-holiday depression. Alhamdulillah, we have consistency. Ramadan is coming in less than 60 days. And I remember living in America and having to negotiate for my boss to let me off for Salatul Jummah. I was fasting during the month of Ramadan while my coworkers were eating lunch at their desks. Alhamdulillah, during Ramadan in the Muslim world, the whole country changes. The school hours change for the children. The work hours change for you so you can get home to make iftar. The nights come alive. You're no longer a fish swimming upstream. Now you're flowing with the river. The choice is yours. You can continue to spend your life in a bubble, fighting off the consumerism, fighting off the fitna, trying to explain to your children why we're different, or you can come home to the land of the Muslims. You can come to a place where your values are the default setting, where we don't have to hide on New Year's Eve, where you don't have to go in debt to feel joy. If you are ready to build a life where your holidays are the main event, then let's get this conversation going. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get you out of the bubble and into the ummah. For a good idea of where you can start or a good Hijrah destination as a starting point, check out this video here. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To get your Hijrah-related books, go to book.makehijrah.com.